This video contains real historic photography that some of our viewers may find upsetting. Discretion is advised. Why did the Victorians pose with their dead? Today we find out. Be sure to stick around to find out an easy way of spotting which person in the picture is the deceased. In the shadowed corridors of Victorian England, where whispers of death were ever present, a unique and somewhat eerie tradition flourished: posthumous photography. To the modern eye, the idea of posing with the dearly departed might seem outright bizarre. Yet for the Victorians, it was a tender act of remembrance and a poignant bridge over the chasm of grief. These photographs, haunting in their beauty, captured loved ones in eternal slumber. Infants were cradled as if merely sleeping, while young women taken by consumption appeared ethereally graceful, their illnesses casting an almost romantic pallor. It was an era when death was a constant visitor, with epidemics like cholera, diphtheria, and typhus scything through families, leaving a landscape of mourning in their wake. This societal preoccupation with death reached its zenith in 1861, when Queen Victoria, plunged into perennial mourning for Prince Albert, set a somber fashion that swept the nation. The concept of Momento Mory, remember you must die, was not new, but the Victorians embraced it with fervor. They crafted keepsakes from the deceased. Locks of hair became precious ornaments, wax death masks froze features in time, and symbols of mortality permeated art. Yet it was the advent of photography that truly democratized this intimate communion with the dead. The daguerreotype, photography's forerunner, brought a startling realism to these mementos. Initially a luxury, the technology became more accessible, and by the 1850s, cheaper alternatives allowed even middle-class families to afford this last tribute. The images served as a final farewell, often the only visual record of the deceased. Yet as the 19th century waned, so too did this tradition. Did you work out the method historians used to identify who are the deceased in these images? Due to the nature of the long exposure required for the photography at the time, those who did not move were less likely to appear blurred. The individuals who looked clearer and sharper were often not moving at all. If you like this episode, please check out our others. And don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop.